my chariots. Welcome back to my channel for another pick a card reading that I have for you today. And today's reading is, what is your person dying to tell you? So let's take a look and see what their hidden feelings are, their thoughts for you at this time, and if there's any messages that Spirit wants you to know in regards to this connection. I am ready to go for this reading, my chariots. It is a cold Saturday morning here in Pennsylvania when I'm filming this. I just came back from walking my pup. It's 30 degrees out, so winter's definitely in process of entering this area. So it was cold. There was frost on the grass, and I'm back now in the comforts of my sacred space with my pumpkin spice chai that I have here, and I'm ready to go, right? I'm ready to do this reading. So the cards that you're looking at today are from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. We're going to be working with that deck today, along with tarot and other cards. But we're going to ask Spirit, what is your person dying to tell you? All right, let's see what comes through. So for pile 1, and I think it's important to note before I start talking about each card, is that when these cards were dealt and I took a look at them, and I looked at the book as well, all of them were pulled from a specific section of the book called Activation. So definitely when it comes to the collective conscious, pulling from this energy with one word in common, and each of these cards represent activation in some way, whether that is you or your person. All right, so just keep that in mind. Pile 1, you are looking at this beautiful card here, and this is the Pillar of Light. Okay. Pile 2, you are looking at this card here, and this is the card of transformation. And pile 3, the card of awakening. Okay. So my chariots, you know the drill. Do what you need to do. If you are drawn to more than one pile, I would not be surprised for this reading, specifically because we are talking about activation. All of these cards represent an activation of some sort in some way. So you may be drawn especially today to the other piles, so you can go take a look and see if there's other messages for you. If you're not drawn to any of these cards, if you are not connecting with me, if you are not connecting with my energy, if what I'm saying, the story does not resonate, then that is fine. You just need to take a breather, realize that this tarot reading wasn't meant for you today, and that's fine. That's okay. All right, so what you can do is just kindly back out. Go check out the other readings that I've already uploaded. I can't believe I was looking. I have over 300 readings since I started, so there's plenty to choose from. Or, hey, there are so many other readers out there that do such a beautiful job with their own intuition, their own style. Spirit always wants to connect with you in some way, so surely you will find that confirmation that you are looking for today if you cannot find it here. All right, so do what you need to do, my chariots. Pick your pile, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. All right, you were drawn here to this beautiful card of Pillar of Light, and this is going to be your reading today. We are asking Spirit, what is your person dying to tell you? So let's see what their hidden feelings are, their thoughts or messages that Spirit wants you to know today in regards to the person that you're thinking about, this relationship or connection that's on your mind. Okay, so before we get started, let's just take a moment to breathe, okay, and clear our energies. So pile 1, if you could take in a deep breath for me at this time. And I just want you to be still. I am looking to connect with you today, so that's why I like to clear our energy before we get started. I'm going to say something different this morning, though, in regards to this card that we're working with. My prayer is that these cards be used as a vehicle for all who come into contact with them to have a deeper experience of their unique soul. So if you are looking for something deeper, pile one, hopefully you will be able to experience that with today's reading. All right. So if we start off here with this card, the Pillar of Light, all right, your vibration is rising. You are the Oracle, all right, and this card is all about you pile one, being the connection between this physical realm and the spiritual realm that we're dealing with. So when we're talking about and we're asking Spirit today, what is it that your person is dying to tell you? What is it that they would want to talk about? What is it that they would want to let you know? I definitely feel that there's something coming in here where they are aware of this beautiful shining light that you have. When I look at this picture, I see, I'm looking at this beautiful sunlight and just the way things are shining. This reminds me of an angel here showing me that spiritual connection. You are, pile one, connected to the spiritual realm. And even when I just look at this shape right here in the center of the card, it does remind me of a fish, which reminds me of the symbol of Pisces. And Pisces is definitely a sign that is connected to that spiritual realm above and beyond. So some of you may be Pisces that are watching this or have Pisces in your chart, or it's just magnifying that energy of Pisces at this time. Showing this physical earth, this world that we live in, and yet how you are connected to both. I feel that your person, and not just your person in this case, I do feel that there's a message here for you, pile one. For those of you watching, you really, because you have this connection, you are the bridge. You are that rainbow bridge between these two worlds. You help to raise the vibration on this planet. And I think that's a message that you need to hear, even though we're asking what is it that your person wants to tell you. It's also being recognized by Spirit, by the universe at this time. And I do feel that you raise the vibration within your person, whether you realize that or not, whether you're in contact or not. This is all about energy. I think we know by now that there is something much greater that exists beyond us, between this physical world, the physical bodies that we live in. And for me, energy is so important. And I feel that is the message here, that you have embraced the spiritual realm. You have made that connection between here and beautiful Mother Earth, and you help with that vibration. And your person sees that. I feel that your person sees you as a beacon of light. They see you as that beautiful shining star. I feel that they see you as someone that's very unique, that carries this beautiful, genuine, compassionate light. And you are that oracle. You are that oracle to this world. And that is something that I feel that they want to tell you. You are this shining star. That is why they were drawn to you in the first place. They were magnetized to your light and to your energy. All right. So I feel that another message coming in from Spirit is whatever is going on, whatever we uncover here with the person that you're questioning, you need to still carry on this light. All right, so still continue to walk into this vibration, because whether you realize it or not, you are very important to this world in this here and now moment. And you may realize that. You may be doing that in different ways right now. You may be shining your light in different ways and helping others. And that could be in many different ways. Definitely you can be a light worker You can have your possibly your own YouTube channel, or you're reading tarot cards, or you're learning to read them. You're reading for friends and family. You have thoughts about opening up a metaphysical store, or you are taking a Reiki. There's something here where you are trying to spread your energy. If we're talking more about this physical world, you could be helping others by volunteering in different organizations. All right, you may love animals and work with animals. There's something very loving here about your energy that people flock to. And the biggest message of today, no matter what we uncover with the question, Spirit wants you to know that you need to continue to carry this light. We all have our ebbs and flows, but there's something very special here that you have. And I do feel that your person recognizes it, and that's why you were drawn to this card. But a personal message for you is to keep going, all right? No matter how difficult or tough things seem at time, you are definitely on the right road. All right, so that was just a side message that I feel that just really you needed to hear. It was like just waiting to flow from me. But now let's get into the question that we're asking today. We're asking, Spirit, what is your person dying to tell you? What are they dying to tell you at this time? All right, so let's get into it. I'm going to do an in-depth Celtic reading. You know they're my favorite. Let's take a look and see what comes through for pile 1, please, Spirit. Pile 1's person. What are they dying to tell pile 1? What would they tell them at this time? What is it that pile 1 needs to know? I'm using the classic tarot today. All right, let's take a look here. Wow, the Queen of Swords. The Six of Wands. The Six of Swords. The Page of Swords. If I could just make some room here. The Eight of Cups. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Pentacles. The Empress. And the Chariot. And let me get a cross card. The Hanged Man. Okay. Let's get some from the Kipper. False person. I love when you're dealing with the deck and the same cards keep appearing. I mean, if that's not a sign. And courtship. All right. So let's take a look here, see what's going on. I do feel pile one, that, what is your person dying to tell you at this time? There's this feeling, this energy coming through of this apology, that they are sorry that they do not see things the way you see things when it comes to this relationship or this connection. I feel that your person is very confused, pile one. And the whole problem is this battle of the ego. It's really coming to terms with their ego. This is someone that's just too worried about what everyone else thinks than to really follow their heart and do what it is that they truly want to do inside of them. All right. I feel that your person knows, if we start off here with the center energy, and this is the Queen of Swords, this is Libra energy, and this is talking about finding truth and clarity, all right, getting to the bottom of a situation. Now, I always mention that when I see this Queen, and her and I have a bond, and I do feel that we've become close, because I do feel when I do my readings, she often appears. And I don't know, my moon's in Libra, and this is Libra energy, so I don't know if that's why I feel close to this Queen. I feel that she gets a bad rap, and a lot of times she's described as cold and cruel, or, representing conflicts and arguments. And although that could be a possibility when it comes to the two of you, pile one, the priority for me is when she appears. This is my cue. This is her saying, this person needs to be open and honest here, whether it's with themselves or with you. And I feel in this case that your person knows that they need to step up and have some sort of honest conversation with you. And I'm very interested, because this Queen, she's showing up here in the center reading, and she's looking this way, which we'll get into these cards in a moment, but she's looking over here. So I do feel that your person is aware that when it comes to the future of this connection, they know that a heart-to-heart talk is needed. All right. But what's coming out for the cross card here, pile one, is the Hanged Man. And this is the card about seeing things from a different perspective. This is taking that step back and, looking at things differently. This is the energy of Neptune. So, it's really, I feel, again, going deep. And I feel that since this card is on its side, your person is struggling with seeing this connection for what it is, because I feel that there's fears that are in place. There's ego that your person is battling with that is keeping them from being able to move and act authentically. All right. When we look at the external energies of your person, the Six of Wands is here. And this is another card where I feel very strongly, this is a card when you hear people talk about, it represents a victory and success. And I feel that that is what your person is craving. They want to look successful, and yet they're struggling on the inside. So this is all about external validation. All right, this is worrying about what others think. Yes, they want victory and success, but this is the victory and success that they're looking for is towards other people. It's not within, okay? It's not within themselves. and usually then there's a struggle there of ego and pride, and usually of self-worth, all right? Because of that crave, that need, and that desire, having to have that feeling constantly that you're succeeding, that you have victory, that you are doing well, but it's coming from others. So the people that surround your person, pile one, that's what's going on here. All right, your person wants to create this persona, And that's why the false mask is here. All right, which I do feel it takes a lot of strength, because this is number 8. So we're talking about Leo energy here. And with Leo energy comes, though, even though we're talking about courage and bravery, it also comes that energy of pride and ego. And I do feel that that is the world that your person's living in. When it comes to this 3D world, they're living in, they're giving this persona of being very successful. I feel that they're doing fine and being happy, but overall there's a lot of struggles here. When I look at the past energies, we have the 6 of Swords, right? There's something here, and I do feel for a lot of this group, your person struggles with, again, some sort of abandonment issue, because both cards that I'm looking at when it comes to past energies and future energies, they're cards that are dealing with moving away, rejection, abandonment. And I do feel that the situation from the past, pile 1, either they moved away from this connection or you moved away from them, which triggered them. You know, it triggers them into feeling abandoned. And to me, that's some sort of childhood wound. So I'm not sure what their childhood was like growing up. I'm not sure if they had strong caretakers, strong parents. I wouldn't be surprised if one of the parents had abandoned them when they were young as children. And because of that, that's always a struggle of them. And because of that, they had to move through life like this, you know, very independent, very much putting on this show that they can take care of whatever it is, that they are succeeding. Perhaps they're even putting on this persona where they don't want to repeat the mistakes of that parent, that mother or father, you know, in their own circumstance, and yet it's somehow backfiring on them because I feel that they're not truly emotionally fulfilled in the situation that they're in right now. Something doesn't sit right with them. I do feel that they're still very much interested in you with this Page of Swords here, and they would love to be able to truly court you. You know, like and this is number 4, which is about foundation. It's about stability. It's about structure. And this is the card of courtship. You know, so I feel like your person, their hidden energies very much lean to how they would love to what I'm feeling is how they would love to be able to capture your heart. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. And yet, I feel that there's some wall here because for a lot of them, there is this major fear that it's almost as if they pulled back from you because they would be afraid that in the future you would walk away from them. So their environment is showing me that they're very confused, that they're very conflicted with this 2 of Pentacles here. You know, this is someone that emotionally is juggling things. You know, I feel like their emotions are all over the place. They don't know how to handle them when it comes to you. And yet they see you as this Empress. Look at, you're here as the Divine Feminine. So you definitely move for them in a way, again, when I talked about in the beginning of this reading, you know, they see you as this Empress, as this divine pillar of light. All right, they feel your energy. They see you as this inspiration is what I'm hearing. And yet for them, it's almost sort of a self-sabotage that's going on here. Because when I ask how they see themselves in this connection, the 7 of Wands comes through. And this is all about mountains. It's about obstacles. It's about challenges. It's about adversities that are in the way that they need to get over. Feeling very defensive. I always point out that this person here holding the wand is in green. So I feel that this is definitely a person that struggles with their emotions. They don't know how to handle them, and they do not like it when they feel vulnerable. And I do feel you as this Empress, this divine feminine pile one, you have made your person feel vulnerable. Vulnerable to the point that this journey to move away from you is what they did, you know. But when you see this, you know, this isn't just moving away. I mean, like, this is moving away with a heavy heart. So I feel that your person doesn't feel good in the fact that this was their behavior and this is how they've acted. You know, there's this remorse here that I feel that they'd want to tell you, that they are sorry, that I feel that they don't have themselves in this Emperor power, this number 4, where they actually can lead with their both head and heart and take charge and court you in an appropriate way. All right. But there's too much fear that I feel that resides within this person. And there's nothing more I feel that they would want to do than to move forward, because we have the Chariot here. And this is Cancerian energy. All right. I feel that this is an emotional situation for them with this 2 of Pentacles here. You know, the 2 of Pentacles shows me the water in the background. That's very turbulent. But it's very rocky for them, you know. When they feel vulnerable, they become, they don't feel stable. They don't know how to react. And again, I base that based on their childhood and how they were raised or what they experienced as a child. I feel that, you know, it led them to this period where, or this place where we are now, where they, you know, to be vulnerable and express emotions, they don't feel safe. They don't feel safe. And I feel like that was the trigger with you, pile 1. You know, you were this Empress. They felt this yin yang energy with you, and it's a trigger for them. It's a trigger that now they realize they have to move forward, and they do have to heal. All right, they have to heal some things here, and it's been overwhelming. All right, so that's what's coming through. What else do I want to get today? Let's get a card from Universal Love. What is pile 1's person dying to tell them today? What is it that pile 1 needs to know? Divine guidance. So, you know, and I can see the infinity symbol here. You know, this is an infinite connection. I feel like this is a never-ending connection, a never-ending energy that you feel between the both of each other. But I do feel with the Hanged Man that is coming through as the Cross card. It's that obstacle, you know, that hindrance. I feel that there's this struggle here that, again, your person is too fearful to turn to that divine guidance. And that, even though they're magnetized for, you know, towards you, because I feel that that's why they are magnetized towards you. When we talk about this pillar of light, again, I told you that you were that oracle. You somehow raise the vibration in this person, which they very much, you know, they like that feeling. And yet there's this fear here that they're afraid to experience that own light within them. And then let me get one from Lover's Oracle. All right, what is the message from Lover's Oracle? Let's see what comes through for pile 1 today. Message from your person from Lover's Oracle. All right, and we have this card, Forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. Now, I can tell you with the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords, the Page of Swords here with the Eight of Cups, you know, there is this energy of your person being in their head. And it could be that they're just asking for forgiveness from you right now because they feel like they cannot move forward in doing the right thing, you know, and they realize that, and they're reaching out, you know, this is their message to you. Please forgive them that they're not able to react in the way that they know that you deserve and what you're looking for. All right. So there's this sense of forgiveness that is coming from them. All right. And then let's get a message from Hidden Truth and see what other message that they have for you at this time. And then we'll close out with a guidance card or two. Oh, I know. I did want to close out with reading from the book of the Work Your Light in regards to this card, because I feel like there's an activation affirmation that you can think about. But let's look at this Hidden Truth. Yeah, look at this. We both know I am not the one for you. I definitely feel, you know, your person's living in, I definitely feel because of this childhood trauma that they've experienced, they are not living authentically. You know, they hide. And I feel that's because of how they were raised, or whatever trauma or situation that affected them. But they hide. And because of that, there's, again, validation, self-worth that they struggle with. And that is why the Six of Wands is here. That is why they constantly seek external validation. You know, there's that need to constantly feel good about themselves, but they're looking to get that from other people, and they're not going within. And I do feel that there's some, you know, they see you again as the Empress. So the fact that the Empress is here, I don't see the Emperor, and yet the energy I feel like really wants to come through with this number 4. This person struggles. This person is very defensive. Definite heart chakra that's blocked because of the way that they feel about themselves. All right, so before I read from the book, I'll get one more from the Wisdom Oracle. Guidance for pile 1, please, Spirit. Guidance for pile 1. Look at this, building blocks. And this for me goes back to foundation, all right, when we're talking about the building blocks. Now that's card number 28. That number may resonate for you, but that reduces to 10, and that's the Wheel of Fortune. So, and that's about a karmic cycle, you know, and the karmic cycles of life that turn in your favor. It's about fate, and it's about destiny. But the building blocks, you know, when I look at this card, this is reminding me of this number 4 energy that we talk about, the Emperor, and just 4 in general, pertaining to structure and foundation. So I do feel that your person, pile 1, their structure, their original structure, the foundation that they grew up with, you know, it needs to be rebuilt. And because of that, you know, there's a lot of self-sabotaging that goes on here with your person, something that you need to be aware of. Okay? So I'm going to close out with, let's see, the Pillar of Light here. And there is a activation, because we are talking about activation when it comes to Pillar of Light. So I want you to repeat this after me in your mind, all right, and give some reflection to this activation that you're going to hear, all right? I allow the light of the heavens and the light of the earth to flow through me now. I activate the codes of remembering within my cells and chakras. I activate my system as a rainbow bridge between heaven and earth. All right, so pile 1, that is strictly for you to remember that you help to raise vibration on this planet with your person, with those that you surround yourself, even whether you realize it or not. All right, that is your important message of the day. So I am going to leave the reading here. I do hope it resonated. Thank you for watching. For all my returning subscribers, for those of you that are new, welcome. If you like my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all at the next reading. Bye. Hello, pile 2. All right, you were drawn to the card of transformation. So this is going to be your reading today. We are asking the question, what is your person dying to tell you? All right, so we'll take a look at that. We're going to look at tarot cards, more oracle cards as well, and we're going to see what comes through and see what messages Spirit wants you to know, wants you to hear about in regards to this person that you're thinking about, that you have this relationship with, this connection with. All right, but before we get started, let's just take that moment to clear our energies. And I apologize, I feel like it's gotten very dark in here, so I hope you can see. So just be still for a moment and go within. I am looking to connect with your energy today so I can bring you the messages that you need to hear. Now here comes the sun. Right, and there is this little prayer that I do want to say in regards to this card. My prayer is that these cards are used as a vehicle for all who come into contact with them to have a deeper experience of their unique soul. So for anyone coming in contact with this reading, I do hope you get a deeper understanding in regards to your person and this connection, so that it helps with the healing of your soul today. Okay? All right, so if we take a look at this card, this is the card of transformation that's coming through. Things are changing at a cellular level, deep healing. And on this card is a representation of the Black Madonna, right? The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that's cast aside, all right? Deep healing. I feel the message coming through here with regards to your person is they are not the same person who they were when they met you. Okay, so whenever that has been, whether this has been someone that you just met a week ago, or someone that you met a year ago, or someone that you met 20 years ago or have grown up with, whenever it is that you collided with this person, they feel that they have not been the same. All right, there's some sort of deep level of change, okay, that is going on here. Healing at its deepest level, you know, and this can be tough because, you know, your person may be requesting emotional support, right, to deal with some issues. I feel, you know, all three of these readings that I'm doing today are linked in some way. And this transformation that your person is going through, I feel that it is linked to number one in the fact that your person's changing. So meaning whatever they experienced, part of childhood patterns or wounds, or perhaps even aside from that, just relationships with other people prior to meeting you, how they looked at relationships, how they looked at life, how they looked at their journey. All of that is changing for your person. And I do feel that there could be a lot of mirroring and reflection with this group. So you could be transforming as well. All right. And there's a deep sense in regards to this healing, to let you know that you are deeply loved, pile 2. There's this sense that Spirit, the universe, wants you to know that you are deeply loved. And if you're experiencing some traumas from your childhood or from your past relationships, and you are looking for that emotional support, this may be the message that you need to hear to make sure that you are taking care of yourself, that you are looking out for yourself, that you are not alone, and that there are many people out there that can help you during this time of need, which I feel for many could be a dark night of the soul. Okay? So just like your person, I feel you are not who you were. All right? There's lots of change here. So we're going to keep that in mind, and let's get into tarot and see what comes through. And this is for pile 2, Spirit. And we are asking, what is pile 2's person dying to tell them right now? What is it that pile 2's person, their higher self, wants them to know at this time? Okay, so let's take a look, pile 2. Let's see what comes through. I'm using the classic tarot. All right, so we have the King of Pentacles. We have Judgment. Wow, isn't that amazing? The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Wands. The Lovers. Wow, the Emperor. The Hanged Man. The Nine of Swords. Justice. And let me get a cross card. Wow, the Queen of Pentacles. This is very interesting. Very interesting. And let me get some from Kipper. So we have toil and labor. And change. So very, the energy's definitely coming through of change, toil and labor. There's some hardness here. There's anxiety here. So I feel that this is a group that's had a very hard time. Now, I find this very ironic. Look at this. The King and the Queen. So we have a power couple here. So the two of you could be married, or you were married at one point. Or your person's looking to be married. You know, this is about partnership. And we're talking about this earth energy here. Earth energy, and with the king and queen of pentacles, this is about stability. This is about responsibilities. Okay, this is about overseeing, taking care of a family. This is all about the material world here, like what's going on in this material world. And so we have this king that starts out this energy, where I'm getting this feeling like your person has a lot going on. I feel like they have a lot to answer to, and they have a lot on their plate. So take that however it resonates for this pile. Your person could be very money driven. All right. Both of you could have been very money driven, looking to keep up with that lifestyle. If you ever hear that saying of keeping up with the Joneses, wanting the finer things in life, enjoying the finer things in life, liking the feeling of class and status, you know, liking to appear that you have the fruits of these labors, or the fruits of the labors, liking to appear. Why can't I talk? I'm sorry. I'm trying to say that you wants to give the impression that you enjoy the finer things of life. But I feel like there's something solid here. There's some sort of structure, or each of you are part of different families, and you both have to oversee, because, you know, when you look at the king and the queen, they're both holding on to this pentacle. So they very much both know their responsibilities, what they have to deal with, what do they have to keep in line, what they have to organize. So I feel that we're talking about two people here that strive very much to do well in this material world. And yet it's this queen that's showing up as the cross card, the hindrance or the obstacle when it comes to this connection. I need to know more. Let me just clarify this. Can we clarify this king and queen here, please, Spirit? What else about this king and queen? Why is this queen a hindrance? Ooh, now we have the King of Cups. Ooh, and the Queen of Swords. This is interesting. Oh my gosh, and the King of Wands. All right, I feel that multiple parties are involved in this situation. Multiple people surround this connection pile 2. The Queen of Swords is here again, showing me that there's some sort of communication that needs to occur. And she's looking towards this Lover's card here. All right, this Gemini energy. And with the King of Cups here, I almost feel, you know, for some of you, when I'm looking at this King and Queen of Pentacles, there's a situation that perhaps you are, for some of you, not all, but for some, you are already in marriages, and you are just going through the motions of that, because we have the King of Cups that's showing up here with this Queen of Swords. And I feel that there's some heart-to-heart communication that needs to be discussed when it comes to emotions and love. And it could be You know, I'm getting, pile 2, that for some of you, you love someone else. Or for some of you, I feel there's this energy coming through that your heart is just not with wherever this, whatever your material situation is now. There's a struggle here. And the past energies is this Ace of Pentacles calling for a new start. So I feel that the Queen is here because, pile 2, I feel that your person is being called to, okay, so here's what I'm thinking. What I'm feeling is that, pile 2, the person that you are thinking about, I feel that you have these deep feelings for, but they feel that they cannot move forward with you because there is another situation involved here. Right? I feel that there's another king here that's involved. You know, there's 2 kings and there's 2 queens. So I feel that this possibly has to deal with a third-party situation. And with the Lovers here in this future energy comes a choice, right? Because I feel that there's feelings involved here for someone where there's an intense, deep connection, and yet the present energy is showing me that what's ever going on in the here and now, in this material world, that is not the case. And because of that, there's a lot of anxiety here. There's a lot of pain. I do feel that, you know, there's definitely this sense of transformation that the person that you're thinking about, pile 2, is drawn to you. I mean, we have the Judgment card here, which is showing me the card of awakening. And we're going to talk about that in pile 3 because that's what pile 3's energy is all about. And yet Judgment shows up here, showing me that I feel that your person is definitely being pulled and being called towards you, but there's something heavily that surrounds this situation. There are other people that surround this connection. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a whole bunch of different energies. And it has nothing to do with the passion that your person has for you because the Queen of Wands is here. So there's this rawness, there's this passion, there's definitely this desire. But yet, when we ask the question how your person sees themselves, they're coming through as the Emperor. You know, they want to be strong here, but I feel that they're looking, and the Empress came through in pile 1, and I love how the Emperor's coming through here in pile 2. But the Emperor is looking this way, and here we have the card of change. So I feel that your person is in this Emperor mode where they realize that I feel a lot of, from looking at the energy of the present, there's a lot of daily responsibilities. Your person has set some sort of barrier in place because they feel like they do not have the opportunity to be with you at this moment in time. And it could be that this situation caused a lot of anxiety, challenges, conflict, drama. With the cards here of toil and labor and change. There could be just a karmic situation here that needs to wrap up and play out. This is number 38. Now 38 reduces to 11, which is the Justice card. And we do have Justice here as the final outcome card. So there's Justice energy. There's Libra energy flowing through this reading, calling for peace and harmonization. There's some sort of conflict here. There could be jealousies even. We also have the number 9 here, which is that Hermit Tarot, which is all about self-reflection, soul searching, and your person's environment is showing the Hanged Man. So I do feel like your person is still very much watching you. They're keeping an eye on you, They're trying to surrender. They're trying to just go with the flow here. But there's something changing. There's something that has transformed them, like I said, since they've met you. Something within them, something deep. Again, I'm talking about this hermit energy, something deep within the soul that has caused a lot of sleepless nights and a lot of anxiety for them. And I do feel with justice here as this final card, there is some sort of karmic situation that needs to play out here, that needs to wrap up, that needs to complete. But it is your connection with this person, pile 2, the colliding of both of you that has created this transformation, this change that is occurring within the both of you. And I feel that it has not been easy. All right, so with these cards here, it has not been easy. And like I said from the very beginning, your person, I almost feel, this anxiety, this change. You look at this card of change and there's someone back here with their bags packed, ready to hop in this car and drive away. And that sits here between this energy of the Queen of Wands, which is that passion and desire to take action, and also this Emperor. And yet I feel that your person feels that they're not able to freely do that. There's something... There's something a lot of drama here within this connection is what I'm feeling. A lot of drama. Let's get a card from Universal Love and see what else for pile 2. Relationship. Yeah, there's this feeling like, does your person, do they want a relationship with you, but they can't have that? I feel like there's a relationship that already exists. I take that how it resonates, pile 2. If that's not your situation, then go check out one of the other readings, okay? But there's something here that surrounds this situation. There's a heaviness. Let's get one from Lover's Oracle. See what message your person has for you. You have this card here. Ooh, look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. So, I feel, pile 2, that you are, there could be some sort of mirroring here. Whatever has happened in this scenario, I feel it has brought up some pretty dark feelings. Again, that dark night of the soul energy is coming through here, which, the whole purpose of this connection could be to bring something to light that I feel that you either have not dealt with, some sort of trauma from the past that needs healing, and it's this relationship that has triggered that for you. So Spirit's asking you to look within, okay? Look within yourself. Look at the relationships that you've been in, whether it's this person or past. Like I said, there's multiple people here that I feel are being called into question with this situation, and it just seems very difficult. Let's though get a hidden truth message from the person you're thinking about. See if there's anything else. I want to tell you how I feel. And you know, we do have the Queen of Swords here. So again, is it the person that you're thinking about, they don't feel that they are in the position where they can come forward and be honest and tell you truthfully how they feel about this situation? Something feels like they want to tell you how much that they have changed since they have met you. They perhaps want to talk to you about this calling or this awakening that they're feeling. Maybe they want to come forward and tell you how they really truly want a relationship with you. They've been hesitant in the past, or again, because of the circumstances that surrounds you and your person in this environment, you've been not able to do that. All right. And then let's get one from Wisdom of the Oracle before we close out the reading. This is for pile 2. What advice do we have for pile 2? Ooh, breathe. Yeah. Definitely heavy energies coming through with this reading. So I feel like Spirit's asking you to take a time out. Look, we have number 29 here, and it reduces to 11, which is back to this justice energy. So whatever's going on here for this group, pile 2, it's calling for you to breathe, first of all, to go within. All right, to go within and to take a breather, because there's some pretty heavy, deep energies. Again, I strongly feel dark night of the soul. And if your person's experiencing that, it's a very good chance that you are experiencing that, or you are in the middle of experiencing it, or you're coming out of it right now. And it was some pretty tough energies. So please make sure you're taking care of yourself. All right. You know, we see this beautiful woman here. She's in a pose of yoga. You may be called to do yoga, some sort of meditation. You may be drawn to sound bowls, and sound bathing, where, you know, that is very helpful for clearing your energy. I feel like, you know, it's calling for a time to ground. If you're able to get out into Mother Earth and breathe in her air, I do feel that this energy is very heavy right now for this group. So please take care of yourself if you feel like the situation is resonating with you. Your person's very guarded right now. They feel that they're very guarded because of the drama that surrounds this situation. They're moving very carefully. They have these barriers that are created. And even though they still carry this desire for you and this intense connection, this intense attraction, love that they have for you with the Lover's card here, it is showing me that there's some sort of choice that needs to be made. And your person feels like they can't make that choice yet for whatever the reason is being. All right. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I do hope it resonated with you, pile 2. Let me know if it did in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for my returning subscribers. I love having you here. And for those of you that are new, if you like what you see, welcome. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks. Hey, pile 2, I'm so sorry, but I forgot, as part of your reading, I wanted to read from the Work Your Light Oracle. There was an activation here that I wanted you to think about in regards to the situation. All right, so I'm just going to say this to yourself in your mind and reflect upon it if the reading has resonated with you. All right, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. Okay, so just keep that in mind as you reflect on this reading today. All right, thanks. Hello, pile 3. All right, you were drawn to the card of Awakening, and this is going to be your reading today. We are asking Spirit, what is your person dying to tell you? All right, what hidden feelings come through at this point? What messages the Spirit wants you to know in regards to this person that you're thinking about at this time? All right. So before we get started, let's just take a moment to clear your energies. So pile 3, if you can take in a deep breath. And I just want you to be still for a moment and go within. I'm looking to connect with your energies. Okay. So that I can give you the messages that you need to hear. And I do have this little intention that I want to set in regards to the card that we're looking at today. All right. So my prayer is that this card be used as a vehicle for all who come into contact with it to have a deeper experience of their unique soul. So I do hope that after this reading, there's some deeper significance for you, something that you realize, something that you get out of this reading today. Okay? All right, so let's take a look at this card. You pulled the card of Awakening. Energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. So I do feel with your person, what are they dying to tell you? This would be something in the form of that spark that you ignited for your person, that feeling of being a catalyst. There was some energetic awakening. There was some spark here that developed within your person, and that's what they would want you to know. All right. And because of that, because of the two of you colliding and that feeling, that spark, I feel, for this group, there was a deep, intense connection that occurred immediately. All right. And you see how this woman is just lifted. It's almost that feeling, when you first met your person. And, we've met people, I feel like we've all encountered people where you meet and yes, there's a physical attraction, or you look over at someone, at a room, or when you're introduced to someone, or you see them out, and you see them and you may say to a friend or whoever you're with, oh, that person's very attractive, or I find them cute or hot, whatever that is, that is that physical attraction. That's one thing. But there's something here on an energetic level. There was that spark within each of you that ignited your souls, right? And because of that, I felt like things began to change on many levels, and one or both of you may not have even realized it at the time. It could just be, whenever sometimes you hear someone say, I don't know what it is about that person, but I am just drawn to them. I can't explain it. It doesn't make any sense. They're not my usual type. Like, there's something very unique about the situation, and yet there's this magnetism where the two of you are pulled towards each other. It's unexplainable. It defies logic is what I'm trying to say. And yet, for some, and I feel if it's the divine feminine that's watching here, because most of the time that's what it is, there was some spark. There was some, perhaps even like a Kundalini awakening, where your soul is just so awakened, you start experiencing and seeing things that you've never seen before. And that's how a lot of these spiritual awakenings occur, where all of a sudden this person has just, their energy has engulfed you, and the next thing you know, for some reason, you are drawn to things that you've never been drawn to before. And maybe that's how you got your start with crystals and astrology and the metaphysical world, and realizing that there's something beyond this universe, and tarot cards and oracle cards and Reiki, and working with things beyond what is just here right in front of you. Right? It's that overwhelming sensation. and it happens for a reason. You know, I feel strongly that spirit, that the universe does this for a reason. They bring these people into our lives when we need to be awoken. Okay, and that's the point of this message for you today. Despite whatever we see that comes through tarot from your person, this is a connection where the two of you were meant to be awoken. You were asleep in some way before the two of you connected. And yes, that this awakening has stirred different feelings within the both of you. So you're not exact. You're not at the same level. You may not even be at the same point in this journey. You're each on different parts of your journey. But nonetheless, it has sparked something. And what you need to know about going forward is, do not overthink this situation. Accept it, embrace it, and go with it. But stay grounded, okay? And do whatever it is that you need to do to embrace these feelings, whether that's journaling, paying attention to your dreams and then writing them down, okay? If you see visions, if you see signs and synchronicities, you know, accept it, go with it. Know that you're not crazy, that this is the experience that you were meant to have. You know, you may even be called or devoted to concentrate and focus on some sort of service or work, light worker, as a light worker, something, you know, that you may have never would have experienced or thought about before prior to meeting this person. It's calling for you and your person to make a shift, if you haven't already, in your life. Something here, there's a new way that's moving in, and it's causing you to have to shift things in each of your lives. All right, so I feel like that is the message here that's coming through for you today, pile 3, and what your person has experienced in some way from your relationship, from being together, from meeting one another. That collision has definitely set the stage for both of you to experience a new way of being. All right, so let's take a look here at pile 3. What is pile 3's person dying to tell pile 3 at this time? Wow. The Lovers. Oh my God, the 4 of Wands. I'll tell you what, when energy flows, energy flows. This is amazing. The 3 of Wands. The King of Wands. The 10 of Wands. All right, Wands, fire, Aries, Leo, Sag surrounds the Lovers here, which is Gemini energy. I'm dropping cards. I just feel the rawness in this relationship, this connection, however you two are connected. Goodness, the Wheel of Fortune. The World. You want to talk about a spiritual connection. The High Priestess. Wow. The Moon. And the Tower. Holy moly. This is off the charts, pile 3. Whoever's energy I am connecting with, wow. Wow. And I'm sorry if I get so excited. Someone made a comment the other day, you just have to laugh anymore, but like you don't have to react when you're naming the cards. And I'm thinking, well, this is my reading. If I want to get excited because the lovers are here, I need to get excited, right? Or the queen or the empress. You don't have to say. I can't believe people actually take time to write certain things, but sorry, side note, I digress. Let's get back to this exciting reading. Like, talk about spilling the tea. I need my tea for this one. I'm getting 2 from the Kipper deck, and then we'll start. Marriage. Wow. Very different energies than pile 2. Woo. Community. This definitely, let me take a moment. Pile 3, you want to talk about spiritual connection. This is the energy that I feel that exists out there when we're talking about spiritual connection, when we're talking about feeling that energy that goes beyond what we're dealing with in our physical bodies. When we see ourselves as these vessels, and then you see this energy, which is just amazing. I could tell, let me just tell you a story of when I first started reading tarot, and I had a friend that wanted me to, we were just experimenting with energy, and wanted me to do a reading, and my friend wanted to envision the most positive reading that you can think of. And I concentrated, we met, and when I pulled the cards, I am not kidding you, I've never saw a reading like it, where every positive card you could possibly think of came out in this reading. And I was completely dumbfounded. It was when I was first going through my awakening and experiencing energy and what it's like to be in the presence of how we can manifest things. It was just jaw-dropping for me and amazing. This reading really shows me, I truly believe for who I'm reading, whoever I'm connecting with, this is a marriage. This is a spiritual union, definitely in that 5D, where I feel that regardless of your situation here in this material world, what is existing beyond is far much greater. And for those of you that have experienced this, there is a very deep level of understanding here. You know what this is, all right? This is a very, very rare connection. It started with an absolute, the love still exists here with this lovers right in the center of this reading. This is what your person feels about you. And I don't feel that will ever change, all right? There's so much passion here in this reading when it comes to you, pile 3. You definitely, when we're talking about an awakening, you were an awakening for your person. We have the Tower that's coming out as the obstacle here, and you were a Tower moment. I feel that you were completely unexpected. Your person was not expecting you in the least bit. And what this has become has been earth-shattering for them. All right, I feel that they have experienced a lot since they've met you. that they've opened their ways to new thinking. This is a relationship, a connection that exists beyond just this human level here. All right. I feel like the two of you have existed in past lives together, and that's why it's so deep now. All right, that you've experienced that past life connection, that feeling of deja vu, or that feeling of warmth, of being home, feeling that you've experienced this person from somewhere before. Okay. The external energy of your person is coming in at the Four of Wands, and this is the 1111 card. So for those of you looking for that twin flame confirmation, definitely I see this here, and I do feel that this is why this marriage card is here. All right, we're talking about union between two souls. I'm not talking about what is going on in this 3D material world. I'm talking about the energetic connection that the two of you have. It's off the charts. I do feel that there's some sort of distance here from what I'm looking at. Okay, definitely if this is a twin flame journey, there's some sort of separation, there's some sort of distance that is in the way. With the Three of Wands, we have the World card here. We have the Wheel of Fortune. So I feel that this person sees you on this level as you see them. They think about you all the time. They think about you from afar. All right. And they're just waiting for that moment. They're waiting for that ship to come in. It's almost that feeling of that they know in their heart and soul there's a moment in time that the two of you will be together. All right. And they're just waiting for that opportunity. Their hidden energies show me the King of Wands, which is all about their desire to take action. The fact that I do see these wands shows me that there is a craving for physical intimacy. So for a lot of you, I'm questioning whether there's ever been physical intimacy within the two of you. If there has, it's been extremely powerful. Okay, and your person knows that. And if it hasn't, there's this desire and there's this craving and there's this need to want to be physical. All right, because even with the Four of Wands, this is a card about celebration. It's a card about marriage. But the reading that I'm seeing right now to me is talking about union. And there's also this craving within your person wanting physical union with you. Okay. We have this card of community, which is number 39. Now that reduces to 12, which is the Hanged Man. And it's, again, this higher, seeing things from a higher perspective. I definitely feel that this is something much higher, and both of you are choosing to recognize that in some way. And with this card of community, I feel like we're talking about that community, that soul tribe. Like you're both aware that you're part of this very special soul tribe, this soul family. It could even be that feeling that I'm talking about where I feel a lot of you feel at home with this person. You feel that warmth. It's that soulmate energy. But it could be because you're linked to previous lives, and it's just that feeling of the community that, you've been through previous lifetimes together. You feel it, you've experienced it, and you know that it's going to continue in some way. When asked how your person sees themselves when it comes to this connection, it's this beautiful Wheel of Fortune, feeling that power of, yes, this is fate. Yes, this is destiny. All right, and your person seeing that for what it is. There is definitely some sort of unfinished business here between the two of you. So again, with this World card, there could be some sort of distance where I feel that you are worlds apart from each other, which is making this such a tower moment, okay? Which is making this so difficult. But the World card to me represents unfinished business. And it usually for me represents people that are on their own separate journeys at that, where they start out, they meet, they have this instant connection. They go through life separately, having to deal with lessons, cycles that they need to wrap up. I'm so sorry. Hold on. That they have to wrap up and order until... I'm so sorry, pile 3. I just had a coughing attack, literally. So let's try to get through this. I feel like my throat chakra was breaking down here. So what I'm saying is lots of unfinished business, lots of a feeling that there is going to be a positive outcome. If there's not already, you know, just feeling and being able to experience this type of connection that most people in this physical world do not get to experience is just this blessing, okay, with this world card here. Now, what I'm looking at, though, and it is showing me the High Priestess here and the hopes and or fears and the final outcome card of the moon. I do feel that this is some sort of hidden connection, okay? It's something hidden. It's something that your person keeps to themselves. And it's something that they can't discuss with anyone. Because the High Priestess is all about this intuitive power. You know, very intuitive. All-knowing. So I feel strongly your person completely recognizes and understands what this connection is all about. And that's what they want to tell you most. I get it. You know, you're right. I get it. I feel it now. And yet with the moon card here, I just feel like there's something very hidden. Or you may be unsure how your person feels, like there's secrets here. Okay, that perhaps take part in some sort of illusions for you because you do not feel like you have all the information that you need. You're unsure of what's going on here. And yet the burden, there's some burden that your person's carrying. I mean, the energy that completely surrounds this reading are wands, just showing me that fire, that passion and desire. And yet there's a burden here, you know, that your person carries. And I feel it's the burden because of having to keep this all within them. I don't feel that your person really talks to anybody about this. It's something that they carry within them. And because of that, it could be very difficult at times. And because of that, I feel like they're not talking to you either for some reason. Or the communication is very minimal. Okay, let's take a look and see from the universal love connection for pile 3. I'm so sorry about my coughing attack. Pile 3, please. What else? Is pile 3's person dying to tell them? Wow. I mean, you can't make this stuff up. Eternal flame. All right, so this is like the twin flame card for me. Eternal flame. That's amazing. So I feel that it's definitely recognized on both parts here, you know, and that is the big message. So even if you're unsure, you know, and you have that feeling of unrest, I feel that you do not need to worry. You know, that this is your confirmation and your person certainly knows who you are. And that love is not going anywhere because it exists beyond everything else, right? Right? This is not just a physical... Let's get one from Lover's Oracle for you. All right, and we have this card here. Look at this romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. Very romantic, very loving, just full of that deep, that deep knowing, that deep energy. pile 3. And then can I get a hidden truth oracle from pile 3's person? I want you. Yes, they do. With this wand energy and the king of wands that's in the hidden energies, that's all your person thinks about. That is all your person thinks about, pile 3. And one from Wisdom Oracle. My throat is not the same. Wow. Look at this. Between worlds. And I feel that that is so important because I feel for many of you that are really connecting with this reading, like really understanding the deepness of this, that there is this connection, this relationship that I'm talking about here is between worlds. It is between this physical and spiritual realm, you know, and that is what can be challenging. But we're looking at number 3 here, which is that beautiful Empress energy. And it's all about growth, and it's about abundance, and it's about learning. And the both of you are fully aware of this and embracing this. Even though you may not be physically together right now at this moment, you know that there is a time and place, and you're growing and you're embracing your abundance that's around you, that surrounds you at this time, and you're learning from this. All right, so I'm closing out the reading with an activation. Let's see. I'm going to read from the Work Your Light here. All right, so I want you to say to yourself in your mind as you reflect on this reading today, I surrender to my awakening. I allow the Shakti energy to rise up from the base of my spine. I open myself up to the universe, using me in a way that delights my mind, body, and spirit. All right, pile 3. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I feel like this was an absolute incredible reading. This reading was filled of the most amazing positive energy. All right, nothing negative here in this reading. All right, so for those of you that have experienced this, it's a beautiful thing. All right, so I'm going to leave the reading here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for my returning subscribers. I always love having you here. You know that. And if you are new, welcome. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel. And I will see you all at the next reading. Okay? Bye.